I'm seeing a lot of people online cry about how these Black Ops ports are complete scams or, they didn't do enough work on it, they didn't update the game enough. But in reality, you can just never please certain people, and honestly, they just need to stop crying. Like, if you're crying, like, just stop. You're pathetic. So I'm going to go through every reason people are crying, and I'm going to explain why these ports are actually perfect, in my opinion, of course. Now, I need everyone to remember that this is a port of the PS3 version, not the PC version. This is a port of the PS3 version. Yeah, there's not going to be an FOV slider or 120 FPS. The game wasn't designed for this, on console at least. I've been playing on PC since 2013 when I built my first computer, and I'm not going to lie, I'm tired of playing at 120 FOV. Every single game, every shooter has an FOV slider, obviously, on PC. But if you don't play at 120 FOV, you're always at a complete disadvantage. And it's honestly so annoying. I hate the way the game looks. Putting your FOV that high makes the game look and feel faster. And you might be wondering, oh, well, you don't have to do it at 120 FOV. Well, you kind of do have to, because when everyone's playing on it, if you don't play at 120 FOV, you're at a disadvantage. Like, straight up, you are at a disadvantage. They built this game on console with that in mind, having a lower FOV. Also, 120 FPS. This game was built with 60 FPS in mind on console. I want you to go download this game on PC right now and go try to run these older Call of Duty games at a high frame rate. The game becomes so wonky and it becomes broken. The animations themselves start to get slowed down. They just get really weird, and the movement in some of these games actually starts to break because the physics are tied to the FPS. So no, I don't want 120 FPS on the port on my PS5. I want it at 60 FPS. I want the original experience that was intended. Not to mention, this game has way less aim assist than modern COD, so if you turned up to 120 FOV, it makes targets look smaller, and your aim assist isn't just going to auto-track people like an aimbot like modern COD. You actually have to track the target yourself, and if it's a smaller target, it's going to be a lot harder to see. I guarantee you a lot of people would be complaining if they could put on 120 FOV, wondering why they cannot hit shots at long range. It's already pretty hard, not going to lie. People are wondering why this wasn't upgraded to 4K resolution. And they did upgrade the resolution. It's in 1080p on the PS5. I'm not sure about the PS4, but the PS5 is at 1080p. And that is a straight up upgrade from the PS3 version. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think 4K would make that much of a difference. The graphics are not that good in this game. The game came out in 2010. They didn't update the graphics. And again, they didn't get the enhanced graphics from the PC version because this is a PS3 port, not a PC port. So having it in 4K isn't going to change much. And I'm looking at the game in 1080p and I can see, yeah, it does look better than it did in 2010. Absolutely. Another thing is people are pissed that there's barely any settings in the game, like for your dead zones or just all the settings that modern CODs have. And I'm telling you right now, it's so much better having less settings in the menu. The new CODs, you have to go through the menus for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes before you play for the first time, just to configure everything, and then you don't actually get everything right and you forget something, and then you end up just having to look up on YouTube anyway, what are the best settings, what is the best dead zone, what's the best aim assist, what's the best this or that. Black Ops 1, you just load up the game and you play. That's it. There's nothing crazy about it. One of the big things is this is not a remaster. This is a port. A port. I don't think people understand what that means. They just think, oh, it's coming to PS5 and it hasn't been on PlayStation since the PS3, so it's going to be upgraded. No, this is a straight up port from the PS3 version. This is not a remaster. They're not adding new things. They're not improving it necessarily, like graphically or anything. It's a port. Another thing is people are saying this game has less content than the original, and people are criticizing theater mode being removed. Newsflash, that is a good thing that it's removed. Theater mode was used for all of the hacks and exploits that you could see running rampant on the Xbox version. You know why everybody's hacking on there? Because they have theater mode to use it to exploit, to create mod menus. So yeah, it's a good thing it's gone. Also, the PS4 and 5 has a built-in recording feature, so what do we need theater mode anymore for? Let's be honest. you can just press a button and you're recording on your PlayStation. Now, one thing that's gone and I'm a little confused about is wager matches. Now, wager matches have also been removed, and I'm not sure if this is because there's some exploits with it. You know, they didn't really explain it. Maybe there's exploits with that, just like theater mode. But the thing is, they didn't remove the party games themselves, like Sticks and Stones, One in the Chamber, Gun Game. It's in the game. You just can't gamble your COD points on it. Now, why did they remove that? I mean, I'm not too sure exactly. It could just be they don't want people thinking, oh, you can gamble COD points, because in Black Ops 1, it's named COD points, and in modern COD, you have to pay for COD points. I'm gonna guess they just don't want people getting confused about that. I don't really know. Quote, this game is overpriced. The game is $20. $20. I think that's fairly priced, considering Activision never lowered the price of Call of Duty pretty much ever digitally. They always just had them for $60 for no reason at every digital store, so yeah, I would say $20 is a fine price. The only thing is the season pass is separate, but that's $10. So $30 for the game and all of the DLC. I'm not going to lie, I think that's a fair price. In my head, I was thinking they're going to charge $40, $50 for the entire game and DLC. So I don't know, $30 seems just fine to me. Another thing is you do need PS Plus to get the discount. Most people already have PS Plus, and you need PlayStation Plus to play online. Most people already have it, so it doesn't really matter. The game is $20 and the season pass is $10. They could have bundled the game and the season pass, just say, here, you pay $30 and you get both, rather than having them separate. And people are saying that because the matchmaking could get messed up. We don't know if they fixed it or not from the older Call of Duties, where if you had the season pass, it would be harder to find games. I don't know, they could have fixed it. But I'm telling you right now, if they just had it for $30, the game and the season pass, not the option to only buy the game, people would be crying online still. Like I just said, you can't please everyone, but people would be crying. Oh my God, why do I have to buy the season pass? I don't want it. You just can't please everyone. That's really it. Now, there are currently a couple bugs. And in Black Ops 1, sometimes you get separated from your teammates. When you're searching in a party for, let's say, Team Deathmatch, you have you and 3 of your friends. 2 of you could be on the opposite team. It's possible. I'm hoping they fix it soon, because it's not in Black Ops 2. It's only in Black Ops 1, so I don't really know what they messed up there. But it doesn't happen every time. It seems very random when it happens. You can go on a streak of playing with your friends just fine, and then a streak of 4 games, just opposite teams. The input delay. People are saying there's a huge input delay, mainly on Black Ops 1, and it's really just any input or, looking around, moving around. And I really think people just forgot this is what FPS games were like back in the day, with different dead zones. Because nowadays, modern FPS games have pretty much instant dead zone when you're moving it, and it makes the game feel completely different. There definitely is a little bit of an input delay, probably a bug, but even if they remove that, it's still not going to feel like modern Call of Duty. I think people just forgot about what the dead zones used to feel like in these older Call of Duties. This is how the game was. And again, it's a port. It's not a remaster. They're not going to change it. Another thing is the crossplay between PS4 and PS5. I saw so many comments online, people saying, oh my God, why wouldn't they add that? That's so stupid of them. They literally did. If you have a PS5, you can invite your friend on PS4 and play. Like, you can play just fine with your friends across systems. Yeah, it's not crossplay with Xbox, but these are brand new servers. That kind of makes sense. Now, the final thing that I actually agree with, though, is people are criticizing them removing the player count. In these older Call of Duties, you used to be able to see the player count on the main menu, how many people were on concurrently right now on your system. I'm going to guess it was most likely required by Activision, because they don't want to see the millions of players on this game at the same time. They don't want people to see that there's millions of more people playing Black Ops 1 and 2, games that are, 15 years old. There's more people on these 15-year-old games compared to the new Modern Warfare 4 when it comes out, and Black Ops 7 that's out right now. That's the one I really agree with. They got an ego, man. Like, they don't want to be proven wrong, They stand their ground and think they're always right. I mean, hey, if that's the worst thing about the ports, I would say it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good port. Now, let me talk to you about why this game is amazing. The maps. There is a great variety of maps that fit multiple playstyles. It's not just brain rot small maps like modern COD. There aren't a million doors everywhere that you have to worry about somebody camping behind. The maps just allow for so much freedom. You actually have to stop and think when you're playing on these maps. Like, where do you want to position yourself next? Because positioning is actually important again. You can't just run out in the open, tactical sprinting, slide cancel backwards and then just kill a guy. You can't do that anymore. You actually have to think on these maps because they're bigger. It's more about your positioning. And you can play any playstyle you want. You want to play with an SMG, get up close and personal, you can do it. You want to play slow with a sniper, you can do it. You want to play with an assault rifle, easy. There's just so much freedom, and I'm so glad to be able to play that again. Now, a big one is the aim assist. The aim assist in these older games actually required skill. You actually have to aim your weapon. It's not just an aimbot built into your controller. I'm sorry to say. You actually have to, do something and not just let the game play for you. And not every gun is a straight up laser beam. Like, these guns have recoil. The guns have recoil, and if you try to spray someone at long range, it's not gonna work. You have to tap fire, and you actually have to move your stick on your controller yourself to, shoot them. It's not just going to auto track for you. There's no rotational aim assist to do it for you. And I think so many people are being exposed for this right now. It's actually hilarious. You watch some people play that have only played modern COD and they cannot get more than 5 kills in a game. So it's really, really fun playing a Call of Duty again that actually requires skill. The kill streaks in this game are actually genuine fun to use, and they're actually useful. Like, when you get a chopper gunner, it actually does something compared to modern Call of Duty where, everyone has spawn protection because we can't allow people to have fun in a kill streak. So it's a lot of fun getting a chopper gunner, or, the helicopter you can actually pilot and fly around, or getting attack dogs. Yeah, it's a good time. If you go on a streak, you actually get rewarded with your kill streak. So that's a positive. And one more positive I want to talk about is the skill-based matchmaking. It is so nice to search for a game and find a lobby within 5 seconds, not having to wait a full minute, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes because some algorithm needs to figure out the best way to keep me engaged on the game. It just says, this is your ping, perfect, put you in this game, easy. It's so good. I just don't know why we can't have this in modern Call of Duty, but it's great to be back, to just be able to jump into a game so quickly, and then after the game, the lobby could stay together, you could be talking shit to people, you can make friends. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it brings back a lot of memories, and it's going to make a lot more memories for me for the next year or two. Overall, I'm super happy with the ports, and I can believe people are complaining. I kind of expected it. It's the online. It's just the online sentiment nowadays, If something isn't absolutely perfect, it's just complete dog shit. I'm really happy with the ports, and I'm going to be putting a lot of time into them. Probably more time into Black Ops 1 than Black Ops 2. I've been playing for hours over the past couple days, playing multiplayer, playing zombies with friends I used to play with when these games were in their prime. And it's not just nostalgia. It's a genuine great game. I'm really hoping maybe in a year or two we get some Modern Warfare 2 and 3 ports or something, so I can play those in their prime again. But until then, I'm going to be grinding Black Ops 1 like it's 2010 again. Maybe I'll see you in a search and destroy lobby and we'll be talking shit or something. But anyways, peace out, have a good day, and I'll see you on Black Ops.